What's up everyone? It's me, Sammy, and welcome to... Hold on. I've been getting comments saying that you guys can't hear my audio very well. Let me just fix that really quickly. Has my audio fixed? Let me know in the comments. Okay, the majority of you are saying that you can hear me now, so I'll get started. Welcome to why online classes suck. If you couldn't tell already, that was reason one. I swear that during this time, your teacher is learning more about technology than you are learning content needed to pass the class. But that's the thing, we have no other choice. It's either we keep up with this terrible timetable or we fail miserably, and everyone looks at class 20 to 21 as the students who are objectively the stupidest, and we both know that's not true. Then again, this is a perfect situation to rant about. So here are 50 more reasons why online classes are AIDS. You're not in a classroom, so there's nothing stopping you from playing games or checking your phone during class. See, it's hard to concentrate in class because my bed's looking hella comfy. The fact that you probably never leave the house all day, and yet you're still sleep deprived. People who ask questions that have already been asked like 600 times. Open your fucking ears. Lecturers that answer questions that have already been asked like 600 times. Are you just stalling at that point? Timetable: 4 hours of lectures in quick succession. Eyesight: my time has come. That one prick on Microsoft Teams who keeps muting the professor. They're the type of guy to make an obnoxious comment and then repeat it even louder, wondering why no one laughed the first time. When you pay over £9,000 a year just to be a prisoner locked up in your own dorm room. The fact that you still need to pay over £9,000 a year just for an online tuition. Love you, Nick! When you listen to lecturer recordings for like 2 hours, still not understanding what the hell is going on, but your friend's lecturer explains it to you first time and it's crystal clear. Oh, if only. Zoom. What's wrong with Skype? Or Discord? Or Teams? Or Twitch? Or Discord? When you disconnect from the live call at an important point. Safe talk. I'm 19 years old, but when I hear my teacher's microphone, I feel like I'm 90. Teachers that blatantly half-ass it. I'm not going to teach you everything in this chapter because you're expected to read ahead. Mate, I'm not motivated enough to make a meme every day. What makes you think I have the self-discipline to learn all of this when you can just teach it to me in a 2-hour period in a way I understand? Emails are used by students more than ever to contact teachers, so it's very likely that yours will get ignored. People who start coursework an hour before the deadline and then complain that no one helped them. Reminds me of that toxic silver player who asks for an AWP every round. Of course he's bottom fragging. People who join voice calls during online tests. You're not cheating the system, you're just cheating yourselves. People who don't join voice calls during online tests. Well then don't complain if you get a bad mark. Anything, or anyone, that forces you to show your face. Joke's on them, I don't even have a webcam. When you help one person and then everyone else comes to you with questions. Listen, I am not the bloody Messiah. The fact that you can't really blame your bad mentality and mediocre grades on COVID-19. Would you really study at school? Would you concentrate in class? Or would you talk to your friends? How accessible would lecture recordings be for recapping? Etc, etc. Work voice calls with friends are the most cancerous thing imaginable. If more than 5 people are in the server, good luck trying to get a point across without being interrupted. I do feel sorry for people who can't access the programs and resources needed to pass the course, except for it's their own fault for buying a Mac! To download AutoCAD, read the instructions stated in the handbook, or click the separate link if you're using Macintosh. What about Linux users? Do they get no support? Sometimes I feel sorry for those toxic computer science tryhards. 9 AM lectures. I'm far too tired to concentrate. Let me sleep. 10 AM lectures? That's far too early. Let me sleep. 11 AM lectures. See, now that's way too late. I've got far too much energy to focus on a stupid maths class. Any live call with the chat box disabled. Are you Joseph Joestar to be knowing what I want to say? Let me ask my question. Everybody is a real help when you need it the least. When you're moving to a different school but the induction session is online, makes you think you made a real mistake. When you get a different answer to what everyone else put. Excuse me? How? My thoughts and prayers go to any girls who have revealed their gender on the first year group chat. This is how you recognise the true definition of incel. Virtual experiments are a double-bladed sword. When they go wrong, it's probably because you haven't learnt how to use the program right, but when everything goes smoothly, you can't mention uncertainties or faulty equipment in the lab report. Online career events. Isn't that literally the point of LinkedIn? You know, linked in the description to my Reddit. When someone blasts their sick music in a meeting, you wouldn't play your music in a classroom, so why do it now? I really wouldn't care if your music taste wasn't as bland as my dad's cooking. When you're suddenly required to come into university, who knew that taking the bus would be such a chore? When the one piece of work you do at uni goes catastrophically wrong. Students talk shit on the group chat. Teachers.
It has come to our investigation that inappropriate and malicious things have been said online. We will lead to an investigation.
Everyone. I really do feel bad for the families who don't have the technology to study from home. For example, what if someone just doesn't have a computer to connect to the online lectures? What if one household has 2 students but only 1 computer? What if when you join the meeting the lag is just too insufferable to get a coherent understanding? Like, I'm blessed and I don't need to worry about these things, but there are many people in the world who do unfortunately have to. Which is a massive shame because nobody should have their education hindered because of the technology that is available to them. And I really do hope that the students who I am talking about were able to find a way to learn even in these tough times. When the equipment provided by university gets lost in the post, I guess I'm not getting full marks for building my lamp. Receiving an email like this just feels like the biggest kick in the teeth to the students who attend every lecture, which is as uninteractive as possible, and those students who work so hard to try and make it as engaging for the students as possible. I'm not mad that Microsoft Teams thinks it's Netflix. I'm mad that this notification here refreshes your page. Making friends this year is like asking your parents to apologize. It's not gonna happen, and if it does, there's a catch. When the same dumbass keeps hogging the bloody mic in the lecture, you don't know everything. We don't know everything. So that's
Sammy, mute your mic.
Oh. Whoops. When a teacher gets baited by a student, bro, you've been teaching for over 10 years. Do you really think there's someone in our year called Holden McCrutch? When the professor's mic is muted and he doesn't realise, please look at the chat box. Look at the chat box. Please look at the chat box. Look at the chat box. He's not looking at the chat box. bad communication between students and teachers. This is like one of the biggest problems this year, especially if you're starting a new year at school, because students will use that as an opportunity to spread misinformation. Even despite of all the precautions we are taking this year, there is no guarantee that you won't get corona. And the number one reason to hate online lectures is when you start the best years of your life and it's all online. And that's it. That's 51 reasons to hate online classes. What did you think of this list? Did I miss one? Let me know in the comments down below. Please like, favourite, share, subscribe, and of course, this lecture will be recorded and posted on YouTube so that you can watch it back. So make sure to view.